now Liv.
I'm M.
And this is Making Our Way post B.F.A.
If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit like and subscribe. We are bringing you new #survivor tips every week.
That's right.
And so we want to make sure that all of our #BFA survivors are getting the latest tips. So make sure you like and subscribe.
All right, so what is our survival tip today? Today, our survival tip is where you get your news. News.
I'm not talking about the news you had to bring into current events when you were in like elementary school or whatever. I'm talking about the news that is about the theater. I'm talking about your local theater news. I'm talking about the Broadway news, My Name in Lights kind of news. I'm talking about, you know, news about, I don't know, just I think theater. I think I summed it up. Theatrical news.
I'm sorry again. I'm sorry.
But I think you get it because it's theatrical because they were jazz hands. Actually, I think I was doing spirit fingers, I'm gonna be honest. Shh! I think I covered it. I'm doing great.
I have to keep, they tell you never apologize, but I'm not apologizing for myself. I'm apologizing for what I have unleashed. All right, so let's start out with the heavy hitters. We've got Broadway.com, and Playaboutcom. Now, what are the differences and what are these things? So, Broadway.com, which does not sponsor us, but maybe one day will. Anyway, it is a website where you can get show tickets, you can find out what's the latest show, what's playing on Broadway, what's playing off Broadway, what's touring, everything Broadway. They've got clips of shows, who's directing what, all of that. Playaboutcom has a ton of information, but what is great about Playabout is you can get your info, your news, and also get job opportunities that have to do with theater. You can get tech jobs, teaching jobs, and just survival jobs. A lot of times people who are looking for like theatrically inclined people to come work with them will post their job on Playabout.com. A working actor is sometimes a happier actor, which we're probably going to do another video later on of like where to even find job opportunities. That's actually how we got our survival job, was through Playabout. So it's a good place to look because we don't want you to be that much of a starving artist. Good Lord.
Please eat. Another wonderful place to get news is called the Broadway Briefing.
Oh, yeah.
I personally subscribe to this. It is an email subscription. I get an email every morning, Monday through Friday, that has a list of the day's Broadway headlines. Some of them, you know, maybe from the day before that came in later in the day, so maybe you've already seen them because you subscribe to the other news sites on social media, but they always have one that I haven't seen yet, or they have multiple articles about the same thing that might have different information. Additionally, really cool about them, they have all kinds of different other features, some that you can pay for, some that that are free. They have financial breakdowns of the Broadway grosses, what the Broadway houses are making, what the different shows are making. That's good for you to know, like what kind of theater is, you know, super popular and what's struggling a little bit or on its way up kind of thing. They list Broadway birthdays of different Broadway celebrities, which is just fun information. Events that are upcoming, when shows are opening or closing that coming weekend. Sometimes they post clips and links to different videos that are on YouTube and social media, stuff like that. Who's performing at Broadway buskers in Times Square today, that kind of stuff. It's a really, really great resource, and it's a great way for me to start my day with just the headlines that I need to see.
Another really good place to get a lot of information is actually Backstage.com. So a lot of people might think of Backstage as a platform where you go and submit yourself for work, which we love that. And again, we were gonna do a video on all of submitting yourself because we want people to work. But Backstage also has a lot of articles on what's going on, and most importantly on what's being cast and what's in development right now. That is so important as an actor to start to know, like, what are the projects that are out, who's casting what shows are upcoming.
Additionally, another awesome site, especially for regional news, is Broadway World. What's unique about them compared to the other sites is that they do have a really strong section about the different regional houses and the different theater scenes across the nation, not just New York City. So that's a really good resource to find some amazing theater near you.
Theater is for all people.
And for everywhere.
Where? We're great. Okay. And we're not going to keep you here forever listing in-depthly about every single thing, but here are the ones that if you're a theater person, you should probably just know these ones. We got Broadway.com, Playbill.com, Broadway Direct,
Broadway World,
Theater Mania,
New York Theater Guide,
Backstage.com, we already mentioned that, but yes.
and there's another one.
Broadway News.
Broadway News.
Broadway News. So you should know these sites at the very least. Know them. We've listed them. Like them. And like us. And subscribe to us. I'm putting arrows. Amazing. So you're wondering, why do I need to know all these news things? Like, I just casually know.
Why do I need to know Broadway News right now? I'm not in New York.
The reason why you need to know them, because if you're trying to make this your job, you got to know about your field, right?
Yeah, you do. Because there's a million things that you need to know. I mean, the same way that a Wall Street broker would read the Wall Street Journal and learn all the things that are happening in finance today, you also need to know all the things that are happening in theater today if you are going to be a theatrical professional. First of all, the news. It's always changing.
Yes.
There are productions coming in and out and doing their out-of-town tryout and doing their developmental lab and closing all the time. So it is really, really, really important for you to know what's going on right now, what's coming up, etc.
Work. Who are the players in the game?
Exactly. If you get to know the names of the different casting directors, producers, directing teams, composers, choreographers, etc. right now, then when you get here and you get in front of them in the room, you'll be able to say, oh, I know who this is because they were just working on X, Y, and Z, or this is their first musical in a certain amount of time, or, you know, this team works together a lot. So it's good to know that this team is all friends.
It's good to get in front of this person because they're also working on these projects that are good for me. So this is a good office to, like, I know that they're attached to these things.
Yeah.
Be in the know. I am smart.
Beyond all that, it can be really fun. There are a million different ways to get your news now. And so it can be really fun to get the news. Why do you need to know the Broadway news?
I'm sorry about that. I'll start it. So why do you need to know all the Broadway news? Like a normal person just asks the question.
This video is not about that. We were supposed to be talking about why it's fun. I got it, I'm ready. How is it fun to get the news, you may ask? Never fear, we have your answers here.
That is not fun. So how is it fun to get the news? You can talk about the fun now, but just keep going.
How can it possibly be fun to get the Broadway news?
My God, I am so sorry. I'll start this.
This is my Annie audition.
She didn't book Annie. I wonder why. Anyway.
It is fun to get the news because...
Oh my God.
I can't keep it up.
How can it be fun to get the Broadway news?
It can be so fun for a million reasons because guess what? It's not the olden days anymore. We're not like, you know, making fire from twigs and making wheels out of cement and stuff. We are beyond that. It's not just like you're reading a newspaper that gets delivered to you every day.
It's the most millennial thing you've ever said. We don't hate the newspaper.
We actually kind of miss the newspaper.
Yeah, we remember newspaper.
I like low-key cried when we stopped reading the newspaper because I really liked the comics as a kid.
I'm sorry for you.
I'm sorry for myself. So, it's not like that anymore. Now, there are so many ways to get it. You know, you can go on these websites and see what's up. You can subscribe to the Broadway Briefing and get it sent right to your email. You can also follow all of these websites on social media. They're all on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can follow all of them.
Wait, how do you follow them? You hit like and subscribe! Oh, I was yelling. I didn't yell, but hit like and subscribe. I think there's arrows.
There will be arrows.
Arrows.
I will make there.
Like the show Arrow, there are arrows.
So, you can follow them all on social media. I think the best social media for it is Twitter because not only are they super active on Twitter, Broadway celebrities are super active on Twitter, so if the article relates to them, they often retweet it or will comment on it or something like that, so you're twice as likely or 3 times or 1,000,000 times as likely to see the news. But additionally, Go to YouTube. If you don't like to read a news article, guess what? All these sites post on YouTube all the time, millions of videos. They do like the Broadway.com vlog where current Broadway stars take you backstage at their Broadway show and talk to you about all the things going on in their lives. You can get like rehearsal room footage,
interviews. You get some insight on their journey, which is always, to me, very interesting to hear how they even get there. How'd you do that?
A lot of these news sites, I mean, all of them are on the red carpet the day that like the shows open on Broadway, that kind of stuff. Plus, I mean, Broadway.com does live at 5.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you can watch that like all the time, every day. Broadway.com should be sponsoring us, and they're not.
They are.
We're singing your praises, Broadway.com.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, yeah, there's like, it's like a consolidated like 20 minutes type thing, 15 minutes, I don't know. Like, where you can just watch like the current events and like they have an interview there.
Yeah, Playbill does something like that too on Instagram. They go live and like talk about the Broadway news on Instagram. Yeah. So now, like, let's say you're not a reader and you want to watch your news. Guess what? You can.
Yes.
Why do you need to get your news? Because you need to know what's going on. There ain't no excuses. There is no excuse not to know what's going on.
Boom. So that's it.
Hey, I do this part because you do the opener. You guys, 3rd video, done. Done.
Amazing.
So, guys, I got my step goal from sitting here. This has been Making Our Way Post B.F.A. I'm M.
And I'm Liv. Again, do not forget to hit like and subscribe and let us know. What videos do you want next? Because we're here to #help our #survivors. That's it for you guys. We'll see ya.
#survivors. We will see you next time.
Deuces.